Okay, so the last topic under Module 15 is about internet. But in this case, we will not be discussing all about internet, but instead, those fraud related to internet, okay, which are important for the auditor to understand, okay, especially in detecting a misstatement due to fraud or error, okay, for the entity. So, common threats in the internet, okay, that is being faced by the entity, okay, so, or even the users. So the first one is poofing. So this is the act of tricking or deceiving computer systems or other computer uh, users. So basically, this is done by hiding one's identity or faking it of another users in the internet. So again, this is to gain access and to gather important and information from the entity, okay, for their advantage, for the advantage of the perpetrators. Spoofing also is one common method. It's one common method is through email. Okay, so where it may involve sending messages from a bogus email address or faking the email address of another user to trick, okay, those which were sent, okay, of by these emails. Another threat from using the internet is sniffing. Okay, so this is electronic form of eavesdropping on the communications that computers transmit across the network. So here, in early networks, the equipment that is connected with the machines allowed every machine in the network to see the traffic of all others, meaning the data that passes through the network can be accessed. So this device, repeaters and hubs, were very successful in connecting the machines, but it allows the attacker to easy access to all the traffic on the network because the attacker only needed to connect even to one point to see the entire network's traffic. So meaning he can intercept and capture, okay, the data that passes through the network. Another type of threat in the internet is brute force attack. So in cryptography, so it can be used against any encrypted data. So encrypted data is something that is protected and needs to have the password or access code. But such attack might be utilized when it is not possible to take advantage of other weakness in an encryption system that would make the task easier. So the question there is the password or the access code is weak or strong. Okay, so brute force attack also consists of systematically checking all possible key or password until the correct one is found. Okay, another is denial of service or attack. This is an incident where the user or organization is deprived. They cannot use their own system, okay, of a resource they would normally expect to have. So, although this attack does not usually result in theft of information or other security loss, it can cost, okay, to the entity because they have to ask someone to fix it for them, and it will cost them delay, time, and money as well, okay, from processing their transaction. Okay, the next threat is man-in-the-middle attack. So in cryptography also, it is a form of active eavesdropping in which the attacker makes independent connections with the victim and relays messages between them. So what is the purpose? To make them believe that they are talking directly to each other over a private connection. In fact, the entire conversation is controlled by the attacker. So again, this is to direct them to give confidential information. Next threat is backdoor or trapdoor. It is a means of access to a computer program that bypasses the security mechanism, meaning they don't have to go through an access code or password. So they break into the backdoor. So a programmer may sometimes install a backdoor so that the program can be accessed for trouble using or for other purposes. Okay, so that is the purpose. However, attackers often use this so they can detect or install themselves as part of the system. Okay, and lastly, in some cases, worm is designed to take advantage of this backdoor. Okay, because as we mentioned before, worm can replicate itself in between the network. Okay, so those are the different common threats in the internet. So this is the only topic included in this. I mean, these are the only discussions included in this topic. So the auditor should understand these things so that he will be able to determine if misstatements or fraud occurs, or who may be the uh, parties involved that in such misstatement. Okay, so those are for our module 15.